welcome back to my YouTube channel, Rise Above, where we are having a super duper fantabulous time. Today, team, I want us to discuss a book. And this book that I want us to discuss is Good to Great by Jim Collins. If you are looking to build a self-sufficient team, this is a very good book that you and your team can dig into and have a great discussion on if you want to bring your team to a level of effectiveness. All right, so let's dig in. Let's see what Mr. Jim has to say about Good to Great so that we can build a self-sufficient team. Come on, let's get it. All right, team, so we're about to level up and get our team to a level of efficiency. He said, disciplined people, disciplined thoughts, and disciplined actions. Those are the people that we want on our team. We need to have people that we do not have relying on us at all times after we have trained them. If we have trained our team in a efficient manner, then we won't have to worry about them always looking out for us as managers to be standing over their shoulders because they are disciplined people. Now that we realize that we have to have disciplined people with disciplined thoughts that's going to take disciplined actions, it's time for us to examine who is on the bus. Because in order for us to get the bus in the right direction, we have to have the right people on the bus. We have to get the wrong people off the bus, and we have to get the right people in the right seats so that we can get the bus going in the right direction. That's the only way that we're going to be able to have a build up and a breakthrough to take our organizations and our companies to another level. Okay, something that Jim said in this book, team, he said something that was so great. Sometimes we have people sitting in the wrong seats on the bus. Sometimes people are doing core duties that's not on their level. So that doesn't mean that they're the wrong people on the bus. Sometimes we have to level it up to figure out where should I seat this team member so that they can be a greater asset for the team. It's not that we're always looking to kick the wrong people off the bus. We have to also examine, do we have the individual in the right seat so that they can help our organization go to another level, maybe in another core duty where they can be more efficient for the organization. We should not always be so quick to kick people off the bus thinking that they are not the right people on the bus, but we need to also examine their skills so that we can see if they would be a greater asset for the team in another core duty. Something else that he highlighted in this book was when we realize that we have the wrong people on the bus, it's imperative that we don't prolong those individuals within our departments, because what happens is it frustrates the better part of our team. Not only that, it hinders the individual that's in the wrong seat that should not be on the bus. Oh, okay, team. So he hit it on the head when he said this. A good to great company, they don't just build a company within the culture of the organization or company. They build a family. Because if you're building a strong family base within your organization, in your culture, within those four walls, it's going to flow out of those four walls with the people that you're serving internally and externally. I love that point when he said, build a family culture within the organization. A lot of times People within an organization tend to look at the culture as a business type and not a family type. But if we can build that close-knit family within the culture of our organizations and our businesses, we will realize that the people that we are serving when they come into our organizations will be able to feel the close-knit relationships that you have within the organization, and they will be more apt to want to patronize your business and use your services. Good to great companies, they don't look at hardships as a struggle. What they do is they look at hardships and they confront them head on, knowing that it's not gonna last forever. Just looking at whatever the hardship is, analyzing it, and being able to come up with a strategy would allow you to find ways to make it past the hardship. So the thing is, team, we have to realize that we do not want to hinder our organization nor our company. Mr. Jim also said something in his book that was imperative for all of us to know as a team. We must look at our churn. And when he said churn, he was talking about what is the turnover rate within our organization? What is the turnover rate within our companies? That would be a sure sign to let us know that we need to reposition some of the people that's on our bus so that we can get our organization in a stable position so that our churn level would downsize opposed to rising up higher. Okay, so also in this book, Jim and his team, they talked about leaders, and they put leaders on number levels. And so the top leader was at the level 5. And so what they called that leader was a level 5 leader. They didn't want to put a name on that leader like extraordinary leader, leader of great faith, or leader that's top level leader. However, they wanted to keep it at a level 5 leader. And what he said about a level 5 leader is that the level 5 leader, when you walk into a big company that has gone from good to great, you won't even know that that level 5 leader is that level 5 leader by the way they are always bragging on themselves. A level 5 leader allow their team to be recognized. They don't have to be recognized by the work that they're doing or by the words that they're putting out. They allow the work that they have put forth speak for them. So another thing that I would like to point out that Jim and his team talked about in this book was a level 5 leader, as they put their egos to the side, they also know when to have a stop to-do list. Me, myself, I always have a to-do list to start my day out with. I put the greater things on the top, the lesser things on the bottom, and I aim to get to the bottom of that list. He said it's very imperative that you have a stop to-do list as well. I was like, oh my gosh, my land, I never heard of that, a stop to-do list. So that was a great point as well in the book. Okay, so we're to our last point because I don't want to keep us for a long time, but I want you to know that this is a very good book. Once again, if you want to bring your team to a level of self-sufficiency so that you won't have to be over their shoulders all the time. Also building great leaders within your organization or your business. This is a very good book. But my last point that I want us to look at is he also said that good to great leaders use their brains. As a level 5 leader and as a good to great leader, we're always using our brains to take our organization to another level. Once again, team, if you would like to take your team to another level, if you want to have a great discussion about how to get your team to be more self-sufficient, if you want to build level 5 leaders within your organization, I would recommend that you read this book by Mr. Jim Collins, Good to Great. It's a great read. It's so many different nuggets in this book. So thanks for watching. Let's rise above, where we are having a super duper fantabulous time. Until next time, team. Bye-bye.